Good evening. We are so excited to have you join us tonight for the commencement program. And before we have our seniors, soon-to-be graduates, walk in, we remind you that if you could please silence all electronic devices. And we also ask, because we have a great crowd here tonight, we ask you not to cheer, clap, or talk during the speakers or during the distribution of the diplomas. We want to honor each graduate by giving them their moment of recognition. Please enjoy our commencement program. Guests, please stand as our seniors come in. Graduating seniors, please be seated. Good evening. My name is Andrea Rusk, and I proudly serve as the principal of Brainerd High School. And for 4 years, I've been able to spend a lot of time with this graduating class. It is our pleasure to welcome you to this ceremony. Extra special tonight because it's our first large ceremony together. Seniors, congratulations to you all. The Brainerd High School class of 2021. Not long ago, I was unsure what this night would be, and now I feel it can't be any more perfect. Parents, grandparents, family members, and special friends, thank you for your continued guidance and support for your graduating senior. Seniors, I am very proud of you for the respect and responsibility you have demonstrated during your high school years, and for the commitment to keep on going when the going got really tough. The last 14 months is a sliver of your life, but will be monumental and historic for what you've experienced. Thank you. Thank you for your commitment to earning a diploma, your care for each other, and your continued efforts to make Brainerd High School and our community a great place to be. Congratulations to each one of you. Sadly, one member of this class is not here today to receive his diploma. I'd ask that we have a moment of silence to remember and honor Levi Sekas, a Warrior classmate who passed away in November of 2017. The Sekas family and Levi's friends here today continue to be in our thoughts and our prayers. It is our tradition to sing the national anthem at our commencement with our band beautifully playing. Before we sing, I'd like to take a moment to honor our seniors who have signed up to serve in our military. So seniors here today in the class of 2021, please stand if you're going to be serving, or I know some already are serving in our military. These seniors who will go out and serve our country would not and could not serve These seniors would not and could not serve if they did not have veterans who have served our country before them. So I'd ask that all active service men and women, military service veterans, could you also please stand and join our graduates who are going to serve our country so we can give you a round of applause. Veterans, please stand. Active military, please stand. Seniors who are going to serve, we wish you well and we thank you for your service. At this time, I'd ask all of our audience members to please rise, face our flag to the north, and please join us in singing our national anthem under the direction of our Wind Symphony, under the direction of Mr. Chris Fogderud. Please sing along. Each year, the senior class selects senior speakers to address the class. Please welcome our first senior speaker this evening, Hayden Kavalivag.
Hercules is arguably one of the most famous heroes of all time. He embodies everything that a hero has come to represent: strong, ingenuitive, and most importantly, brave. His famous 12 labors involve slaying nearly every dangerous beast in the ancient Greek world, from the Nemean lion to the fearsome Hydra. These incredible feats are what we have come to understand as the epitome of bravery, of what it means to be a true warrior. However, I think the class of 2021 is just as brave as Hercules, and that we demonstrate all of his best traits, and then some, in regards to being brave. For us, I'd say our first truly brave steps were made when we let go of our grown-ups' hands and walked into our kindergarten classrooms. At that moment, we became the class of 2021, a year that seemed so far away, we couldn't even comprehend that it would happen. Though we were divided into Buccaneers, Patriots, Hawks, Gophers, Lakers, and Tigers, we were all warriors as we ventured into the next 13 years of our lives. We kept moving forward, marching through school plays and track and field, MCAs and middle school drama, driver's tests and college applications. Though these acts of bravery may seem small in comparison to the actions of great Greek heroes, to us, they seemed like the most important and difficult things in the world. However, I think these were all steps that prepared us for even greater challenges to come. I'm going to be honest with you and admit, if my mom had walked me into first hour on the first day of senior year, I'm not sure that I could have let go of her hand like I did on the first day of kindergarten. This year, the class of 2021 has redefined what it means to be brave, what it means to be a warrior, over and over again. We could look back and regret what this year could have been, but I rather think we would look back and recognize just how strong we've become. Throughout high school, we've experienced a fire, a complete reconstruction of the school, a global pandemic, and parking in the pit. They say high school prepares you for the real world, and after this year, I'm beginning to think the real world is going to involve giant radioactive spiders. But even if that's the case, I know that we'll take it in stride. Because bravery isn't about slaying 9-headed dragons or gigantic lions. Bravery isn't about being the strongest or the fastest or even the most fearless. Bravery is navigating your way through distance learning without any precedent telling you what to do. Bravery is wearing your mask every game or competition all the way to state. And bravery is leaning on one another, putting aside cliques and social circles and realizing that we are all making our way through this together. If this is what bravery is, I think that every person sitting on the football field today has a spot in the next Percy Jackson movie adaptation. Today, we have come full circle. Our next steps of bravery will be across this stage and into the next phase of our lives. And though they're not holding our hands, I think I speak for everyone here today in thanking those out in the audience, our teachers, and those who couldn't be with us here today. They helped us crawl, then stand, then walk, and now run into the future. But these next few steps are going to be our own. If we can leave here today and take all the lessons we've learned, everything we've gained from our experiences these past 13 years, and apply them to wherever we go next, the future looks incredibly bright for each and every one of us. In a few short months, we'll have spread far and wide. Whether it's to college or an exciting new career, the mascots we identify with and cheer for are sure to change. But in our hearts, we know. Once you become a warrior, you will always be a warrior. Thank you.
Excellent job, Hayden. Thank you, Hayden, for sharing that message with us. At this time, you'll see our seniors from the graduating class are joining our Wind Symphony. The Wind Symphony will perform the piece, Warriors in Unison. Thank you, Wind Symphony, for an excellent performance and very appropriate being named Warriors. And congratulations to our Wind Symphony seniors. Our second senior speaker this evening is Mari Devine.
Thank you, Ms. Rusk. It is my pleasure to welcome students, families, and faculty to graduation day here at Brainerd High School. There were many times throughout this past year where I resigned myself to the possibility that this, sitting here on the football field with all of our classmates, just like we did in Kinderfriend Day in the spring of 2009, would never happen, and it would be the final disappointment of our high school career. But here we are, and I'm so grateful to everyone who worked hard to make this night happen, with all of the unknowns and limitations and challenges that COVID has presented. So thank you for making this our last memory of Brainerd High School. And thank you to everyone here tonight for the impact you have made on the graduates who sit here today. Just think about this past year at Brainerd High School. We went from empty hallways to nearly full classrooms, from desolate student parking lots to competing for spots every morning, and from the potential of this being an empty football field to one now filled with opportunity, community, and hope. Indeed, this class has learned that from emptiness can come opportunity, and through emptiness comes community, and into emptiness comes light and hope. We have taken the emptiness of our ideal senior year and transformed it into fulfillment of our accomplishments. And today is the day where we know we have made it. For some of us, we've been counting down to this moment for months, for the time when we get to step into our newly independent lives. Whether that step involves heading to a university, a community college, apprenticeship, or military training of some kind, we have been looking ahead to the equally daunting and exciting task that is preparing for our future. And for some of us, we've been waiting in silent angst and mourning for this moment. Leaving the safety net that has been the walls of Brainerd High School for the last 4 years is a tremendous endeavor that many of us may be fearful to embark on. Many of us are probably a little bit of both. But for all of us, today holds a different type of meaning. For us, the class of 2021, today is the day where we know we have made it. Not every class has to deal with unexcused absences from falling asleep during Google Meets. Not every class has had to attempt to drown out the inelegant symphony of construction that happened outside our classroom windows. And not every class has had to carry the weight of heartbreak and grief for the last 4 years after losing one of our own. The emptiness that is the place where Levi Seekis should be sitting today is the same kind of emptiness we all carry in our hearts after a reality of loss became evident to us at too young of an age. And while that emptiness may always be there, from the grief, from the lonely halls, and from some unfulfilled promises, it may not always feel so empty. Today is the day where we know we have made it. Let that notion, along with the memories of the love and laughter that have taken place throughout these last 4 years, fill that emptiness with hope and light. We have persevered, we have won and lost battles, we have laughed out of exhaustion and cried out of happiness, and we have made it. You are the strongest people I know, and I have never been as proud to be a part of a class as I am right now in this moment. Our high school experience was definitely an experience, to say the least, and no one could have guessed what these years were going to hold for us. And after seeing our thoughts from our 7th grade selves on who our best friends were, what we wanted to be, and our answers to the question of, did you ever blow it and get ISS this year? It is safe to say a lot has changed. So take that change and that newfound hope and light that fills our spirits today and run with it. Wherever you all might be headed and whatever you end up doing, leave here today with these things. This is the last time we will ever be together as a class again, and for some, the last time we will see the faces of those people whom we have smiled at or avoided eye contact with for the rest of our lives. So thank that person, say goodbye to that teacher, and hug that friend. Take in every last wavering moment and memory of the people surrounding you today, and hold in your hearts how far you have come. We are an extremely resilient and empowered group of young people, and a group that will carry with them our enduring grief, our beautiful memories, and our enlightened understanding of what it means to be a community forever. Thank you, class of 2021, and all those who have helped us along the way. I am once again so proud of each and every one of you. And while it may seem simplistic to keep saying that we have made it, there's a profound depth in that phrase for us graduates this year. In its simplicity, there is a sincere echo of triumph. So, today is the day where we know we have made it. We did it! Oh, sorry.
Thank you. Thank you, Mari, for that great message. Next, the Brainerd High School a cappella choir, under the direction of Mr. Brian Stubbs, will sing for us, Alleluia. Thank you to all of our members of the a cappella choir, our guests here today may not know that that was the first time they have sang and performed publicly without masks in a very long time, and it was really great to see the joy on your faces as you were singing. Excellent. Our senior class leaders selected a faculty member to give a commencement address to the class. It is my pleasure and my honor to introduce Ms. Wendy Vandeputty. She is an English teacher here at Brainerd High School and also a parent of senior Kalina.
At the risk of sounding really old, I have watched or worn my own cap and gown to close to 24 graduation ceremonies. And while I have looked forward to each one, I can't remember feeling this excited for a graduation night in a long time. So hello, class of 2021, including my beautiful daughter, Kalina, and guests. I hope being present here today in this beautiful and historic space feels as special for you as it does for me right now. I'm Wendy Vandeputty from the Language Arts Department, and I'm grateful to have been invited to speak. When I considered potential topics, my mind was flooded with potentials from the last year: an emotionally charged presidential election, political unrest, and the fight for social justice, a global pandemic, a gigantic and sometimes burdensome high school renovation. The loss of that senior parking lot cannot be understated. But don't worry, I settled on something lighter for the occasion: technology. Whether you loved it, hated it, or simply survived it, the Chromebook became your weapon of choice this year, and programs such as Kami, Edpuzzle, Jamboard, Prezi, and Padlet all made their way into the new lingo of a hybrid / distance learning / in-person school experience. The buzzword of the year, however, goes to Google Classroom. Okay, before you start throwing tomatoes at the stage, I'd like you to hear me out, because interestingly, I think Google Classroom fits nice for a metaphor for life. And for those in the audience who did not eat, sleep, and breathe Google Classroom like these seniors, it is a learning platform where teachers manage their classes and where students go to attend virtual meetings, find weekly or daily stream updates, and turn in assignments for posted weekly topics. So seniors, tonight I'm enrolling you in one last Google Classroom, Life 101. Topic 1, perseverance. Stream announcement. Hey grads, senior year has been more like Survivor than the iconic high school musical. Homecoming, Christmas ball, and Pep Fest were replaced by social distancing, quarantine, and restrictions. You've fought your way through physical, emotional, and financial setbacks. You toured colleges virtually. You transformed closets into classrooms. It has been hard. And I'd love to tell you that the worst is now over, but the truth of the matter is, we cannot see or know what struggles lie before us. When I was your age and firmly believed that the world was my oyster, that I was the master of my destiny, a tragic car accident taught me otherwise. My college dreams had literally come to a screeching halt, and doctors had told me that I might not ever return to college again. While I don't remember much of a month in a hospital, I do recall the moment I decided that I would not let someone else direct my life, that I would persevere. Sometimes perseverance really is mind over matter. We do not need to be shaped by the things that happen to us, but we are always shaped by the ways in which we handle them. Assignment for topic 1, make your life what you want it to be. Today is that day to start living in the present and aiming for the future. Acknowledge what you've gone through, but never let fear, regret, or disappointment or someone else hold you back. Grow through what you go through and learn from each setback you've experienced. Thomas Edison said, "I haven't failed, I've identified 10,000 ways it doesn't work." Life's lessons, you see, are often learned at the worst times and from the worst experiences. But taking that next step, it's always worth it. So as you transition your life from a high school student to life as a college student, member of the armed forces, or hardworking member of the community, remind yourself that you are strong and brave and capable, warriors at heart. Topic 2, kindness to others. Stream announcement. Hi again, grads. It's Ms. V, your life coach here, to remind you that it's a big, colorful world out there, and that, as a poster in my classroom reminds us, we are all equally different. It's not an earth-shattering concept, but how well might it serve you to apply it to every interaction you share with others? In a society layered with ideological and experiential differences, the one common denominator we share is the ability to be kind. Cruelty divides, kindness connects. Assignment for topic 2. Be kind to everyone you meet. Honor your kindergarten teachers by employing the golden rule. Look beyond the masks on people's faces and get to know who they really are. Honor their differences. Show compassion for the battles quietly faced by others. Listen more than you speak. Settle disagreements with respectful face-to-face communication. It takes courage to reach out to the person who looks, acts, lives, or thinks differently than you do. But that is exactly the kindness this world needs right now, because the problems that we are faced with are much more easily conquered when we work together. And topic 3, remembering. Stream announcement. One last topic, grads, and you're on your way to a life of success. New beginnings are on the horizon. After your tassels are flipped and your caps are tossed, you're free to forge your own paths, to stray from those taped down traffic patterns at BHS and go in whatever direction you want. And it is my advice to never forget where you leave your roots. Assignment for topic 3. Remember the people and places that have shaped you. Look at your classmates. They are the individuals you have grown up with and known since childhood. And while some of your friendships and relationships have come and gone, none is worth forgetting. Each play date, school project, ball game, Nerf war, and breakup you shared is a stitch on your life's quilt. Look at the teachers here to honor you. Each one has chosen to spend an entire career sharing their love of learning and their knowledge with you. Even while taking on the role of Google Classroom architects this year, their main goal was your success and your well-being. Remember the teachers from throughout this school district who have deeply cared about and believed in you. And finally, look at your parents, grandparents, siblings, loved ones cheering you on from the crowd. Fortune, love, and laughter, or adversity, sadness, and strife, each memory created together has been imprinted on your soul. Through these memories, the foundation of your human identity, you have learned who you are and who you want to be. Author Gabriel Garcia Marquez put it best in saying, "What matters in life is not what happens to you, but what you remember and how you choose to remember it." So as we log off one last time, grads of 2021, I leave you with these final wishes. May the topics of your life's classroom be broad and invigorating. May you find ways to always keep your battery charged. May your virtual meets be less frequent than the time you spend in the live company of others. And may you bring to each new assignment in life perseverance, kindness, and remembering. Best wishes to a graduating class we will not easily forget.
Nice job, Betty. Oops. At this time, I'd like to introduce our Superintendent of Schools, Lane Larson.
Thank you and good evening. Isn't this wonderful? Just like Andrea said at the beginning of the night, tonight could be no more perfect than it is. It's a privilege to be with you tonight, recognizing our honorable, our resilient, and our exceptional class of 2021. After the year that we've shared together, and as your superintendent of schools, I have a lot of soul searching to do, to ask myself, have we prepared this senior class with all the tools and the resources that they need to be successful? As I look around this audience and I listen to Hayden and Mari, as I listen to Ms. Vanderputty talk, what a beautiful speech, and Ms. Rusk, I can tell you, I can look you in the eye and confidently say without reservation, yes. And the reason that is that over the course of the past 4 years, and especially the last 14 months, I am thankful for the cooperative and the collaborative efforts that our students, their peers, our teachers, our parents, our families, our school staff, our administration, Principal Rusk, our community, our Board of Education, how we all came together to make tonight a reality. Together, we made it. We worked collectively as partners in education and worked on behalf of every single graduate before me. As it's been said many times tonight, our graduates have had numerous learning opportunities this year, from the traditional classroom to hybrid learning to distance learning and more. And regardless of the learning model, our graduates were respectful, they were hardworking, and they demonstrated warrior grit. They demonstrated the warrior mindset that we talked about at the athletic banquet. Meanwhile, while all of this was happening, best practice instruction was being provided by all members of our school community as they shaped, guided, and molded our students to be prepared for the future. As each of you young men and women set off to the next step in your exciting journey, it is my hope as your superintendent that you will draw from the experiences that you've had, the knowledge that you've gleaned, and the opportunities that have been provided to you at Brainerd Public Schools. Take these skills and pay it forward. Make a positive difference in the lives of others and in the communities where you are placed. My sincere congratulations are extended to each and every one of the graduates, to their families, particularly their parents, to their teachers and all of the staff and everyone who has made tonight a reality. With this being said, it is my pleasure. So I, Lane Larson, Superintendent of Brainerd Public Schools, do hereby and formally submit for certification the members of the class of 2021 for graduation from Brainerd High School. Yay, you did it. At this time, I would like the Board of Education members to stand on behalf of this certification. Chairperson Robert Nystrom, Vice Chair Ruth Nelson, Clerk Charles Blacklance, Treasurer Janice Sjogren, and Directors Kevin Boyles and Thomas Hagelin. Please stand and be recognized for all of the work, because the decisions they have made have been for you. At this time, I invite Chairperson Nystrom to come forward to the podium to do the actual certification, making the class of 2021 eligible for their diploma from Brainerd Public Schools. Thank you.
Thank you, Superintendent Larson. I first have to say to Mr. Stubbs, great song selection. That's how I felt as I look out at everyone with no mask on. I'm sure a lot of you have a lot of hallelujahs tonight, so this is really great. You know, Andrea has mentioned a few times that this is the first time that a lot of our groups have performed in quite a while, so we're really happy about that. Also, I have to tell you, even though I look really old up here, 46 years ago, I sat in your seat right here at BHS. This whole facility opened in 1975. That was the year I graduated. And it still wasn't quite ready for us to have our graduation down here. So unfortunately, we had to be up in the gym. You know, first of all, on behalf of the board, I just want to say congratulations on you all achieving this great achievement tonight. It's really a special time in your life. And as I reflect back on the past 18 months, what we as a country, a community, a school have gone through, it's been a tough time. You know, it was fraught with a lot of anxiety, depression, fear of the future. And I know that some of you felt isolated, depressed, and just wondering, what is your purpose in life? So I want to share with you a brief story. This person, you'll find out, has a lot of similarities to you guys. This person was born in 1903, 100 years before many of you were born in 2003. She graduated from Brainerd High School, the really old one, the original 1884 structure. And believe it or not, she also went through a pandemic. Her name was Mabel Roberts. She was my grandmother. And for many years, I heard her tell the stories of the Spanish flu epidemic. And I know many of you have probably had a loved one or someone you knew who got ill or maybe even passed away. And I'm very sorry for that. My grandmother, her father was a farrier, and you probably don't know what that is. That means he worked in a blacksmith shop, and he fixed all those metal shoes, you know, that go on the horse's hooves. And believe it or not, even in 1918, they were still doing that. And so, very healthy man, goes off in the morning, says, "I'll see you tonight." He comes home, and he says, "I don't feel good." And he went to bed, and he never woke up. My grandmother and her mother were forced with a really hard task. They had to find out, how can we survive in this world? Because many people at that time thought the world was over. We had the Great War, the war to end all wars, World War I. We had many men from this community that went to World War I. And as they returned, they brought back the Spanish flu. This happened all over the country. And it would be an epidemic that would take the lives of anywhere from 20 to 50 million people worldwide. And as my grandmother always told me, I thought, this can never happen again. not with what's happening in the world. You know, all these advancements in medicine, but it did. It caught us off guard. And sadly, for the last 18 months, you had to deal with it as you were finishing school. And I'm very sorry for that. But my grandmother taught me a lot of things. And basically, she said, you need courage, strength, and hope for your life. And there were three key principles that she taught me. The first one would be when something tragic happens in your life, or, you know, maybe you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, you know, and something breaks up, things like that. It's okay to grieve. You know, do your grieving, but you have to move on. You have to find a purpose for wanting to live. The second thing she did was, if you're going to feel good about yourself, you have to help other people. It could be your fellow student, it could be a teacher, your parents, anyone. Have empathy for all people, not just friends or relatives, and try to help people that are less fortunate in life. And I've tried to always carry that in my life. And third, now, we all have worries, right? We worry about everything. You know, we spend so much time worrying. And she said, you have to live in the moment. Just live for 24 hours. You know what? Your past is racked with anxiety, okay? You worry about things you might have said to somebody, or a certain grade, or who knows, you broke up with someone and you feel bad. But ultimately, you have to move on. And if you really think about the future, you're also going to have a lot of anxiety, because you're always going to think, can I do something better? Or can I treat people better? You know, you fill in the blank. But don't worry about the future. Think about now. And just go 24 hours. Just try it. So that's really helped me. And believe it or not, 100 years from now, in 2121, some of you will have someone that might be standing where I am and talking about how their grandparent talked about the great pandemic of 2021 and how they taught you to get through it. So you can do it. You are unique, you are special, you're different than every person in this crowd. So be strong and go out in the world and just do a great job. You can do it. So now here comes the fun part. Okay, hopefully I didn't take too much time. Okay, so as the chair of the board, I have to certify this, okay? So you heard Superintendent Larson. She has officially certified you guys, but I still have to certify you. So I have to ask Principal Rusk, have they met all the requirements and credits to get their diploma?
Yes, they have.
That's a sigh of relief. Okay. Okay, no one has to worry, okay? See? You don't have to worry. Okay. So after meeting the requirements for credits and standards under the state of Minnesota and local guidelines, and on behalf of the Board of Education, I certified the following members of the class of 2021 eligible for a diploma from Brainerd High School. Congratulations.
Good evening. My name is Brian Bordwell, and I teach in the Career and Technology Education Department here at Brainerd High School. It is my honor to announce the following graduates: Ashley Mildred Adams, Sydney Nicole Akers, Matthew Allard, Carly Joe Anderson, Jack Vincent Andres, Joseph Michael Anthony, Catherine Claire Archer, Afton Ann Arnold, Christian Augustine, Tyler Jean Barr, Alexis Patricia Barnett, Brady Thomas Barr, Nicholas Barth, Isabel Marie Basinger, Oliver Gerald Bankston, Dante Armando Bernal, Ella Jo Berry, Cole Charles Byer, Nyla Marie Berkmeyer, Jackson Gary Bluth, Benjamin John Boberg, Cecilia Joanne Baki, sorry, excuse me. I practiced that too. Bryce Caden Bach, Abigail Jalen Noah Bonenstengel, sorry, Emma Grace Booth.
My name is Charlie Campbell. I serve as the Activities and Athletics Director here at Brainerd High School, and I am proud to announce the following graduates: Arthur Caleb Borowitz, Emma Jean Bowen, Russell Boyd, Eliana Marie Breitling, Kylie Dawn Brenny, Mitchell Broniak, Aiden Brown, Allison Elizabeth Brown, Ellie K. Brueggemann, Allison Therese Brzezinski, Sabrina Sharon Buffetta, Isabel Sage Bundy, Kayla Marie Bush, Kyle Lee Bush, Mitchell Grant Bush, Raquel Hannah Cabrera, Ryan Patrick Cady, Jackson Holt Callion, Rodney Joseph Campbell, Caitlin Rose Capistrant, Harold Orville Carlson, Hayden Hesbeck Carlson.
Good evening, my name is Maddie Anderson, member of the Brainerd Science Department. I'm proud to read the names of these graduates. William Richard Carlson, Destiny Lynn Carrier, Jenna Marie Kahi, Catherine Ruth Shosi, Hannah Marie Childs, Ellie Marie Shalene, Sierra Ann Chisholm, Alexander Henry Christensen, Kylie Paige Christensen, Maren Johanna Christensen, Crystal Lynn Churchill, Karina Jade Converse, Alitriana Chanel Cook, Ryan Edward Cook, Cooper Griffin Cousino, Aiden Isaiah Crabb, Dominic David Craig, Ryan Arthur Crenna, Kyla Marie Cross, Chloe Aline Cure Hendrickson, Jasmine Marie Cusey, Cody Ryan Check, Kylie Ann Dano, Ty Bradley Davis, Tristan Lewis Dawson. Before I end, guests, commencement is a time to honor and recognize our graduates. We ask guests to respect each graduate's moment of recognition by not cheering or applauding while names are announced during the granting of diplomas. We want all family and friends to hear the names of each graduate. I'm a teacher, you can't scare me.
Good evening. I'm Josh Fordyce from Brainerd High School, and I'm happy to announce the following graduates. Twyla Joy Day. Tyler Eugene Dean. Jason Michael Denning. Mari Carolyn Devine. Elena Rose Dirks. Carly Christine Doctor. Briston Dean Domino. Nilana Nicole May Dosh. Jeremy Wayne Duff. Gustav Troy Dunnick. Jackson Milo Dwyer. Mac Edward Eigen. Liliana Elizondo Guzman. Anthony Byron Elsenpeter. Eli Arthur Engelmeyer. Blair Drake Erickson. Jack Francis Erickson. Lacey Jordan Erickson. Cole Leonard Erlinson. And Grace Melissa Ernster.
Good evening. My name is Jennifer Klikatsky, member of the Science Department, and I'm proud to announce the following graduates. Tay Ray Evanson. McGuire Sean Fabian. Patrick James Fetters. Joseph Charles Filiusi. Craig Finch. Jackson David Fisher. Simon Jacob Foss. Joshua Michael Freeman. Tori Fuhr. Madison Kathleen Gens. Cameron Quinn George. Amelie Marie Gerhardt. Forrest Gabriel Gibson. Simon Eric Jurdy. Cameron Duane Gliatone. Allison Virginia Gaydon. Michael Anthony Gomez Jr. Ethan Joseph Goodrow. Julia Ann Goralski. Lauren Ann Goralski. Jacob Grabowski. Leica Andalena Grant. Jasmine Ann Greaser. And Sophia Margaret Elaine Haas.
Good evening, I'm Judy Worm, member of the Agriculture Department at Brainerd High School. It is my pleasure to announce Isabel Lynn Haglin, Dominic Alexander Hayter, Paris Antonio Hampton, Henry John Hadlin, Gabrielle Lee Hanna, Abigail Ray Hansen, Jenna Lynn Hansen, Austin Jacob Harbo, Tanner Lee Harris, Tate Nolan Harris, Riley Thomas Haas, Emily Jane Haug, Bailey Austin Hoskin, Emma Elizabeth Hadley, Ian Higginar, Javon Daniel Hemsworth, Ethan Patrick Hennigan, Catherine Elise Henke.
I'm Eric Job, member of the BHS Math Department. It is my pleasure to read the names of the following graduates. Wyatt John Heron, Zakiya Heron, Jordan Elizabeth Higgins, Hillary Ann Holtz, Erin Rose Hosel, Cody Lee Hoheisel, Naomi Rose Hullibird, Damian Angelus Holbrooks, Jackson John Holmes, Jordan Elizabeth Holmes, Alex Warren Holsapple, Alexia K. Holtz, Byron Tang Hong, Erin Nicole Host, Jenna Marie Host, Aletta Darlene Howard, Taylor Rain Howard, Elena M. Howell, Ethan Scott Hubert, Kylie Blair Margaret Hurlbert, Trenton Patrick Jakovich, Ethan Troy Jacobs, Ani Noel Lynn Job, Brandon James Johnson Evans.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Fundine, and I'm representing the Special Education Department, and I am proud to announce the following graduates. Charles Dallin Johnson, Danny Elijah Johnson, Damian Rain Johnson, Caitlin Sarah Johnson, Shaylin Rain Johnson. Lily Madeline Jones. Noah Thomas Jacques. Johanna Maria Julips. Anna Catherine Just. Amber Renee Cartman. Kaisa Adrian Keller Heikala. Liliana Elizabeth Kelly. Matthew Roland Kelm. Sean Anthony Kinney. Larissa Ann Kleinschmidt. Ella May Klein. Ethan Michael Klisch. That's okay. Allison Elizabeth Klomp. Bailey Joe Coop. Yemi Elvis Mikhail Kopanen. Brandon Jeffrey Kroll. Allison Joe Krantz.
Good evening. My name is Rebecca Deedy, and I teach in the special education department at Brainerd High School, and I'm honored to present the following graduates. Carson Elizabeth Crassus. Anna Jolene Krieger. Hayden Michael Cruz. Haley Rose Cruz. Owen Taylor Kubesh. Paige Victoria Cundy. Kate Colleen Kurtzman. Hayden Elizabeth Kavalivog. Allie Fernanda Langhorst. Mason Sky Langner. Isabel Lynn Larson. Jonathan Troy Larson. Taylor Ann Larson. Kaya Maria Lee. Quinn Connor Lee. Tanya Marie Lehman. Max Aloysius Lewicka. Tristan Matthew Lavesser. Dylan Alexander Lewis. Tasia Angelique Linder. Valerie Ruth Lindman. Damian Alexander Lindquist. Emma Lee Lingenfelter. Katie Anna Long. Alexander Joseph Longo.
Hello, I'm Nicole Harmer. I'm a member of the Science Department at Brainerd High School, and it is just my distinct pleasure to present to you the following graduates. Jackson Julius Loshko. Liliana Louise Loshko. Theo Lund. Jack Nicolas Lundstrom. Trey Michael Lupins. Joseph Michael Lioness. Cassie Madison Marie Lyons. Mackenzie Lynn Mace. Hayden Allen McLaughlin. Samuel Anthony Madison. Mason Charles Mankowski. Raleigh Ann Mann. Emma Lee Marchand Larson. Zoe Jean Matheson. Michaela June Mattich. Elizabeth Matson. Gabriel Maurer. Felicia Ann Mossoff. Jaden Joseph McClanahan. Miles Thomas McDermott. Holly Ann McFarlane. Madison Lee McKinney. Lindsay Mary McCusick. And Aubrey Paige Metz.
Hi, I'm Sheila Niemeyer, substitute teacher, proud parent of a senior and some exchange students. I am honored to announce the following grads. Clara Jean Meyer. Jack Anthony Miller. Trayton Gabriel Miller. Brecken June Mills. Patience Antoinette Mitchell. Raven Allen Mitchell. Abigail May Molnar. Allison J. Molnar. Marianne Moore. Ellie Jean Moriarty. Ethan Robert Nance. Haley Ann Nominick. Ethan Thomas Nash. Preston William Nash. Brandon Evan Neifert. Matthew Nelson. Kaylee Nesbitt. William Cuvey Newen. Chandler Margaret Niemeyer. Haley Marie Noner. Matthew Jean Nylander. Zachary O'Connell.
Hello, my name is Magnus Nelson, and I teach in the agriculture department here at BHS. I'm proud to announce the following graduates. Adam Ullman. Jacob James Ocon. Elizabeth Helene Olson. Emily Ann Olson. Jacob Glenn Olson. Maxwell Joseph Olson. Solveig Chunway Olson. McKenna Marilyn O'Neill. Atticus Richard Osborne. Jarrett Timothy Osborne. Cassandra Ann Oscarson. Cole Andrew Pardoon. Brant Michael Patton. Autumn Elizabeth Paulus. Grace Christine Peabody. Chloe Ann Pekarich. Riley Sharon Pulowski. Isaiah William Lenz Peterson. Logan Chance Peterson. Troy Michael Peterson. Tyler Don Peterson. Jaden Pete Petrie. J. Richard Petrie. Anna Rose Flepson.
Good evening, I'm Corey Reynolds, Director of Community Education and Communications. It's my honor to introduce the following graduates. Cody Lee Pekar, Haley Simone Pekar, Jenna Mae Pekula, Reese Isaac Pekula, Brock William Platt, Taylor Grace Polery, Caleb Andrew Pond, William Popham, Lily Potter, Stephen James Pribula, Cole Richard Proctor, Conrad Aaron Provost, Nick James Pulak, Gabriel Wayne Qualley, Kiana Jewel Reed, Sarah Ann Reisdorf, Camilla Helen Resinger, Nolan Ward Reynolds, Haley Dawn Ringler, Kaylee Miriam Roberts, Logan Wayne Roberts, Noel Matthew Robertson,
My name is Erin Litzinger. I'm a member of the Science Department at Brainerd High School, and I'm excited to announce the following graduates. Elijah David Rodel, Daniel Charles Rorick, Ezekiel Michael Rohde, Jordan Tomas Roxburgh, Amber Rudolph, Baden Allen Ruka, Haley Diane Rush, Griffin John Rushin, Christopher Perry Solis, Kylie Bree Sawyer, Tyler Allen Shapeberger, Tyler John Skirmer, Sarah Luann Schiller, Benjamin Russell Schlegel, Caden Luke Shepner, Jacob Thomas Schomer, Oliver Matthew Schwab, Haley Lynn Schwegel, Sophie Catherine Schwendeman, Madeline Elizabeth Sedlacek. Gracie Lou Simonson. Morgan Ray Savini. Jacob Riley Sleddy Peterson. And Samuel Kenneth Smart.
Good evening, my name is Mike Bourne, and I teach physical education at Brainerd High School. It is my honor to announce the following graduates. Jacob Anthony Smith. Kenna Faith Smith. Nicholas Paul Smith. Riley John Smoody. Frank Eris Edward Sukup IV. Mikhail Rose Speldrich. Aaron James Stark. Samantha Rose Stay. Michaela Marie Steichen. Brielle Marie Stenglein. Kevra Paige Steiner. Olivia Nicole Sturwalt. Emma Elizabeth Stroffels. Emma Rose Storbakken. Kiara Story. Eric Tyler Stockson. Federico Strazieria. Ava Strong. Ethan Michael Strong. Mira Catherine Strong. Malachi Joseph Strote. Avi Mays Sullivan. William Clifford Sunday. Zachary Taylor Sunderland.
My name is Carla Johnson. I am in the English department, and I am thrilled to announce these graduates. Logan Sabota. Elena Louise Tanner. Andrew John Thelke. James Thompson. Caitlin Anne-Marie Tibbetts. Meryl Stacy Tiganoa. Alexandra Kendall Tihani. Riley Tyler Tollefsrud. John Michael Toven. Emma Lynn Trees. Connor James Trott. Emma Elizabeth True. Rachel Ellen Trusty. Holly Irene Ulanowski. Max Fisher Alm. Damien Unsueta. Kalina May Vandeputty. Gabriella Mercedes Van Horn. Cade Foster Vilwalk. Abby Mason Wacker. Isaiah Christopher Warta. Jordan Joseph Wozni. Carissa Rose Weber.
Hello, my name is Leah Anderson, and I teach pottery at Brainerd High School.
and I am proud to present the last row for graduation. Taryn Jackie Elise Winehandle. Serena K. Camille White. Stephanie Ann Whiting. Macy Ann Whitlock. Michaela Isabel Williams. Christian James Wilson. Isaiah Todd Windarski. Morgan Ashley Wooddars. Derek Allen Wold. Hey Soon Claire Wong. Haley Ann Wood. Micah Lloyd Wood. Megan Sue Yeager. Kaylee Anna Yerkes. Kennedy Anna Marie Yilnan. Marcus Leo Yilanini. Talon Oliver Yost. Cade Edward Young. Noel Marie Youngquist. Andrew David Zuck.
Graduates, would you please stand? Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Brainerd High School and Independent School District 181, I present to you the Brainerd High School graduating class of 2021. Congratulations!
Oh, good, there's extras. I'm going to grab one of these. What's that? I'm going to grab one of these. Oh, yeah. I need you to do some hand sanitizer. Those like, good job. Keep going. Yes, she did. Her son. I had one gal who I shook her hand. And
came by, he said, here.